Grant Hagiya. My area is Southern California, Hawaii, Guam, and Saipan, so part of the Los Angeles area of our church. I've been very impressed with the Arbinger folks. Was able to take their main course and then the training of trainers, so it was a marvelous toolkit for us. And all of our commission members have read the Anatomy of Peace, and we're asking all of the delegations to read Anatomy of Peace as a basic document. Now they have one really specific and simple formula from that book, and that is we are either at a heart at war or a heart at peace. And they believe that a heart of peace provides the openings for one to navigate conflict resolution and transformation. And with this particular issue, it's very important because going into General Conference, we're mostly at heart at war. Before I was elected, I went to a number of General Conferences as a delegate, and I was really a young delegate as a clergy person, my first one, and I was sort of prepared to go to battle. I didn't know anything about the context in practical terms, but the mentors and those that went before me all said, well, you're going to have to defend yourself, and you're going to have to defend your position. And that's really a terrible way to be prepared for the highest body of our church to go trying to defend or protect or trying to have your point of view win over somebody else, and it never works. And so what we would like to do is have as many delegates as possible come to this special called session with a heart at peace, which really means that you're not there to defend or protect or advocate. You are there to be open and to see where God is leading the church in whichever way form it is. Now, that's not to say that we won't have stances. We all have our stance. But one of my mentors is Bishop Roy Sano, and Roy has this wonderful way to put it, which he's used in many contexts, and that is, before you take your stance, tell your story. So tell your story first, and then take your stance. And that's very similar to what a heart at peace means. We listen with openness of where we come from, and then we can take an advocacy position if we need to. But it is more the sense in which we don't come wanting to battle. We come trying to find out what God wants us as a church to be. And I'm not saying what that is, it's just that openness, that sense of peace, saying, trust God, and God will provide the means for the body. So instead of a general conference that is rife with us defending and protecting our stances, we come in working together to a different place, a vision of hope and peace and love that will permeate the future of the church. So just think of this. If it's a battle, we are going to sow the seeds of battle. Woundedness, bitterness, anger, all of those adjectives are a byproduct of war. But if we come with a heart at peace, seeking that peace of God, then love and compassion, relationship, care, those will dominate the direction of the church. And I think that this is a shift that is fundamentally needed for us. General Conference has not become a battleground. It becomes a place where different opinions can dialogue with each other, but then the ultimate end would be the betterment of the church itself. And what we have at stake is so fundamental, because the key is our younger generations. If our younger generations are taught how to do war, we're in real deep trouble. But if our younger generations are taught how to be agents of peace, they will be compelled by the church, because the world is circled around war, violence, pushing my agenda. The church should stand for the opposite of that. And I think if we can model that, we have a chance to really have a vision for younger generations to take our place. So we have a lot of hopes for this General Conference.